everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. If you follow my channel, then you know that this is my vacation week. So I have pre-recorded all of these to post while I'm gone. And this is my vacation card. So we're at Disney and we are staying at Disney's Animal Kingdom at the lodge. So there's a couple of, when it very first opened, actually before it was open, my family was down there. Our kids were little. I was with my sister and my mom and our families, and you could do a free tour of the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and it hadn't opened yet, but you got to see everything in it. Super cool. You can see all the animals that are on the Savannah Animal Kingdom. They all back up to the hotel. So it's always been like a dream of ours since then to stay there. And then my niece, who was little at the time, was with us, and she actually ended up working at Animal Kingdom. She is a naturalist. Her degree was in nature kind of things. She now works on the East Coast with fish and helping keep the waterways of Connecticut and that area over there clean. So for our 30th anniversary, we are staying at the Animal Kingdom. So along with this card, I'm going to try to post a few of the fun photos from there while we're on our trip, which hasn't happened yet. But the other reason that Disney and Animal Kingdom are super fun memories for me is in November, about 3 years ago, it was 2019, I think. Maybe 2018, I don't know, they all crammed together. Stampin' Up! Had our 30th anniversary, and our convention that year was in Orlando. And me and all of my girlfriends from my team, we did, Stampin' Up! Paid for us to go to Epcot, but we also got to go, my girls, we all got there a couple of days early, and we did Animal Kingdom together. So that was fun, and I will post a couple of pictures down for that. So being a demonstrator, super fun. You make great friends. Most of those gals from that trip lived in the Indianapolis area, except for one of my friends, Heather. I've known her since I lived in Australia, and she joined us there along with thousands and thousands of other demonstrators. But during celebration, this card doesn't take long, so I can take a second to remind you of this. There is a joining special. My team these days consists of people from California to North Carolina, from Michigan to Florida, and then we're in Indiana. So a lot of our stuff now happens via Zoom and online. Super fun. So if you join right now, you can get the starter kit for $99, and you pick 125 of whatever you want to go in your kit. And that's always the deal whenever you join. And there's no shipping. So that's always the deal. But through the end of September, you can join my team, and you can pick any of these bundles from the holiday catalog. You can pick one of the ones listed here, and they're on my website so you can see it a little bit better, and that gets added into your kit completely free. And they range in value from 45-ish, I would say, to probably 60-ish. And again, you don't pay any tax or shipping. They're completely free, and you just add them to your kit. As a member of my team, you get all of my online classes for free. So you get to see all the videos. We have a Facebook page that we share stuff. I have art contests. I have all kinds of things that go on there, and we do virtual swaps. So it's really fun. And then on that page, I have a separate spot where I put all of the videos. So whenever you see I say you get take an online class of mine, those videos will be there. So as a member of my team, you don't ever have to pay for that. And then 3 times a year, I do a try it class, which is my most popular class by far. Those are super fun. We do 10 to 12 projects. So if you're on my team, not only do you get the videos for that, but you get the supplies to make all 12 cards as free as well. So that's one of my team perks. And I kind of do that as my freebie now, since we're all across the United States and we can't get together in person as much. So I already told you, Animal Kingdom. You may have noticed over the course of my last few videos that my nails are animal-ish. So I got the animal print as an ode to our upcoming trip. So, but you know, they've been on for a few days now. So I'm going to use Wildcats. Now this bundle is in the annual catalog. I'm going to use a sheet of the designer series paper, and then I'm going to use the folder that goes with. So this card, you don't have to be on vacation. It's great to scrapbook if you go to the zoo, if you go to Disney, or if you go to if you go to Africa on vacation and you have anything you want to scrapbook, this would be perfect. If you have a child who loves Lion King, again, you could scrapbook or make things, all kinds of things with it. This card is for anybody that loves Mickey or Minnie. I'm going to do Minnie because I'm a girl, but you could easily do this same card and leave the bow off and do Mickey. So I'm gonna just use the words out of here. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna build our Mickey head. And those are super easy to do with our dies. So I just have our circle dies. And then this is a piece of shimmer white cardstock because that's pretty much my go-to cardstock. You can use white. My cat was on the table, so there's some cat here. So I'm gonna run these 2 circles through first. You can see we have the head and 1 ear. You could cut your paper so you could do both ears at the same time because it'll easily cut through 2 sheets of the cardstock. So I have that. And then we need 1 more ear. As you see, you can build snowman. You can build R2-D2. There's just all kinds of stuff that you can build with circles. So I have those. Now I did this first because we're going to put them through our die, the folder. And if you do the folder first and then cut them, every pass through, it flattens down your raised up images a little bit. And we want our leopard print. And I will take a picture while we are on our vacation, and I'll try to post it around the same time that this posts, because my husband and I have matching Mickey and Minnie shirts. And they are this pattern because Animal Kingdom. So we're going to wear those the day we go to Animal Kingdom Park. And they are Mickeys and Minnies with like a cheetah print. So very similar to this. This is not a 3D folder, so when you don't have a 3D folder, you take out your white insert and just use your 2 cutting plates. So now we have Minnie here. And then over where I just put my machine on top of, you need a little piece of this scrap. And I'll go ahead and stamp my words here. So I'm going to use Evergreen. And this says, have a wild birthday. I'm just going to stamp it here because we're going to cut that out. And then I have soft suede, which is the background color of my card. And I'm going to take one of our blending brushes. And so the first pass through, I'm going to press harder and try to get it down in there so it's no longer white, or the off-white color that our shimmery cardstock is. So I want that bottom one to pick up some of the color. So now we've got these light coats. We'll do these first. And then the thing with the ears, you can use a little bit of seal, just seal, and stick them to your table. But this part's going to get buried underneath when we glue our ears on. So you have a little spot you can hold. And get that. Now I'm going to go back in and take this and put much more ink on my brush this time. And now I'm just going to kind of brush it lightly over the top. So then it'll get these little cheetah marks. So they're a little bit more highlighted. This would be a super fun birthday card for anybody that likes Mickey and Minnie. You can see the difference between that and that, how you can just notice the spots a little bit more, but you want to be careful that first pass through that you don't get your the bottom coat too dark, otherwise it's harder to get that to show. So we're almost done. Take this fun piece of paper. So I have soft suede, and then I have the Wildcats paper, which is super cute. And I thought about putting Minnie in with this because it just looks like Animal Kingdom, this paper to me. When I very first saw it, I'm like, I should go to Animal Kingdom. Did not know we would be going this year. So have that. Then I'm gonna stick this on, and then just make sure that up here around the top that there's no adhesive. So add that on. And then this white part here, add your adhesive here. And then you can slide this right under, just like that. And again over here, do the same. Add your adhesive right there. Slide that under. And push those down. She doesn't need a face or anything, but I am going to take, because if it was Mickey, you'd be done. I want mine to be Minnie. So you may have the bow punch. We don't have the bow punch any longer, but I did do a Mickey and Minnie card last year when we had the bow punch. It was very similar to this, and then Minnie's bow can be punched out of paper as well. But for this, I'm just going to take her evergreen ribbon, and you just need a little bow. You don't need a giant one. I just want to make sure that this center gets pulled tight. So pull that and then shorten your bow. That looks good. And then I'm just going to add some Seal Plus right here to hold her bow on. You can use seal if you want, or a glue dot, or you can glue it on. The Seal Plus just holds really well, and it's super fast. Then I need to find my little Have a Wild Birthday. I'm just going to kind of do this. I always call it like ransom note style. Or maybe book report style. Or, you know, when we had to do a report as children and you had to cut stuff out of a magazine because we didn't have any cool computer programs back then. I remember saving magazines for my friends who were teachers when my daughter was little, because even when they were little, they don't remember life without computers. But so I'm just cutting pretty close to it. That way you don't have to worry about it being straight, because if it's close enough to the letters, you don't even notice if it's straight. So we have a Wild Birthday. And this stamp set, if you have it, you can cut these out and then you can substitute any other words from other sets. So you could put crazy or great or beautiful anytime you cut things apart like this. Here. I don't want it to be straight because that just kind of adds to the jungle African. It makes me think of like a shipping container. There's a lot of Indian influence, Asian influence there as well. And you know, I lived in India for a few months when I was younger. So I love the Indian part of Animal Kingdom. Now I have our Genial Gems, and you can see that they're green. They're not evergreen, but they have that fun gold. And to me, they just kind of looked a little bit safari-ish. So I'm going to put 5 on here because there's not a whole lot going on our card. So I got 2 big ones, and then let's get 3 little ones. Put one there. So it just adds a little bit of bling. So there you go. Have a Wild Birthday. Look a little bit different. This is a little bit darker. Our bow's a little bit different. The words are in a different spot. But you could crank these out if you have a child who wants to have a Minnie or Mickey birthday. I don't know where my bone folder is. These would be super fun invitations. So there you go. Check out my webpage and my Instagram as well, where most of my vacation pictures will be. And I'll try to put 1 or 2 on my blog if I have time. If I'm not exhausted at the end of the days, I can go back in and add one. But everybody have a great day. And remember, I do have additional vacation specials, some more additional free gifts with purchase if you buy anything before I'm home. So you have through September 12th. Everybody have a great day. Bye.